So this is a tarot reading for Cancers for the week of November 5th. We have the Three of Vessels, or traditionally it'd be the Three of Cups, the Seven of Branches reversed, and then from the Minimalist Oracle deck we have Unconditional Love. So it's kind of cool because we have this like circular kind of imagery happening. We've got this like circle here, this circle here, and then also Unconditional Love itself is like a circle. And it feels very like it's like never ending and all encompassing, and kind of almost feels like arms kind of like holding us or being held and like wrapping around us, or yeah, just like this feeling of being held. And the Three of Vessels and Seven of Branches reverse both deal with community, actually. Three of Vessels, feeling held by our community, and the Seven of Branches reversed, how we learn to motivate ourselves and feel passionate and driven, kind of inspired for our own reasons rather than for reasons where we are seeking the validation of others, or doing things that we know will make others happy but might not be things that we genuinely care about or make us happy. And so it's like when we talk about unconditional love, like it's like not in the context of maybe necessarily a romantic relationship. Like it could be that. It could also be within the context of like our relationships with our communities and like platonic love, or like I believe the Greek word for unconditional love is agape, because in English we only have one word for love, and in Greek there's like 5 or something. But I think it brings up a lot around self-worth. Like the Three of Vessels is like how worthy we feel of sharing this like ephemeral kind of familial almost moment, or like community moment. The Seven of Branches is like how that manifests in terms of like it's like the Three of Vessels being like our role within our community, or like our role within our ecosystem, and feeling a sense of belonging. And then how does that manifest in terms of the decisions we make about our life, and in terms of areas of passion, or areas of joy, or what brings us joy, or what gets us up in the morning, like what makes us give a shit about life, and like what do we do with our day, and can we, like, we could look at the Seven of Branches reversed as like a bit of imposter syndrome. Like, can we how worthy do we feel of our like calling, or how worthy do we feel of our role in our ecosystem, and like do we think we are at the end of the day, do we think we are worthy of receiving love unconditionally, and that there's nothing we can do to really fuck up being lovable, and that whether it's in the context of passion or work, or relationships, whether like friendships or romantic relationships or erotic relationships or family relationships or community relationships, like there's nothing we can do to fuck up being worthy of like receiving love or being lovable, because that's kind of like one of our main functions as human beings. Like one of the things that human beings can do that's different than any other living being is our capacity to give and receive love, which is why it shouldn't come with conditions, because it's like we are at our most resilient when we are in this process of giving and receiving love. So, yeah, I think that's all I have for this week. Um, so I will see you next week.